Welcome to this week's Candidate Voices with 5051 Savannah, the series that brings you 5-minute interviews with candidates from Georgia's 1st Congressional District, U.S. House election 2026. We welcome any candidates running for this office who meet our mission of upholding the Constitution and ending executive overreach to join us. Each of our candidates receives the same question in advance. We are here for week 5 with Amanda Hollowell. Amanda is a new contender, just officially entering the race. So welcome, Amanda. Here's the question for the week. Given the recent Pentagon proposal to form a 600-troop domestic civil disturbance quick reaction force, potentially deployable nationwide with minimal state input, and the deployment of more now than 800 National Guard troops in Washington, D.C., despite historically low crime rates, how do you view the proper role of the National Guard in domestic affairs, and what safeguards would you support to balance rapid response with civil liberties and state authority?
Thank you, Robin. I appreciate you and your group hosting this and putting forth such a great effort every week and giving us a platform. This question, I really wanted to think deeply about it. So I did. It's going to sound a little scripty, but I want it to sound scripty on purpose because I want people to understand my intentions about answering this question. And being this is my first week, I'm a couple weeks behind the other candidates, but I am Amanda Hollowell. I am running for a Congressional District 1 or CD1, or also Buddy Carter seat, as some folks say. I've been in Savannah for about 20 years, a lifetime organizer. I am community rooted and movement tested, and I'm just so excited about this opportunity to be able to answer this question. And, at the heart of this moment, I really want us to be clear. The National Guard should never be used as a tool to intimidate people exercising their constitutional rights. We've seen this country's history when communities stand up for justice. And too often, the response from those in power has been soldiers in our streets instead of solutions or problems. Whether it was our civil rights movement in the South or protests in the recent years, militarized responses have always fallen hardest on Black and Brown and marginalized communities. The Guard has an important role in real emergencies. When we're talking about hurricanes that devastate our coast, when floods displace our families, and when wildfires spread, that's when communities need rapid response. But creating a permanent federal quick reaction force that's deployable nationwide with little state or community input, it's not about safety. It is about control. And when we normalize that, we risk criminalizing dissent and silencing the very voices that have pushed this country towards justice. And I believe safeguards are essential. And when I thought about this question, I wanted to make sure I itemized what I believe is a safeguard. 1, no federal deployment without consent. Governors and local leaders must have the authority to decide when their communities need help. Washington should not be able to drop troops into a city just because people are demanding change. 2, accountability and transparency. Any domestic deployment must be reported publicly. Why? For how long and under what rules of engagement. The people deserve the truth, not backroom decisions. And 3, invest in people and not paramilitary forces. Instead of spending millions on riot squads, let's fund what actually keeps people safe. And that's emergency preparedness, mental health responders, violence interruption programs, and the infrastructure our communities need to thrive. Y'all, this is just not about policy. It's about what side of history we want to be on. And we want to be on a country where protest is treated as a threat? No, we do not want to be that country. And we want to understand that protest should be recognized as democracy in action. My campaign is about putting people first. And that means fighting for safety rooted in justice, not fear, because true security does not come from troops in our streets. It comes from empowered communities, from voices being heard, and from a government that serves its people. It's not about policing them. It's about serving. Our government is supposed to be a service to the community and to the folks in this country. And thank you for the time.